Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. We are finally doing another haul video. The last one somehow, for some reason, has gotten 20,000 views since I uploaded it 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm still kind of recovering from the fact that so many people have watched that. And so, we'll see. So I have gotten many different, I guess, releases, mainly from Arrow and some Shout Factory, I believe. I think I just have one, maybe two Shout Factories that I have gotten new, recent releases. I've gotten a few trade-ins from people who I knew, who I got rid of old, well, not old, but recent releases that I've gotten that I did not really have any feelings for. One of them was actually Commando Ninja, which I did a review on. I thought it was good. I just don't think I would ever watch it again. I also traded a few, I guess, pornography films from Vinegar Syndrome on the Picorama sale, well, not sale, but label, which is Summer Camp Girls is one that I had nothing, I guess, had no opinions on. I thought about doing a review and I finished it and I was like, oh my god, nothing happened. It was not interesting at all. It was just like every porno ever. And so here I am, finally, I'm back doing a haul video. So let's get started. I got about 10 releases here to show, so let's get started. The first one is a pre-order that I got months ago that I kind of forgot that I pre-ordered because I have a list of all the pre-orders and when they're coming out, so I can kind of keep track of what I've pre-ordered so I don't accidentally buy it again if I see a better price somewhere. But this is one that I have been desperate to own, and I've also been really nervous about because I don't know if this film and another one that I picked up is going to be included into the Shawscope Volume 2 collection. And this is a Raymond Chow film, I believe. This is the film OneArmed Boxer, and I got the really cool slipcover. They had two different ones for all the Shaw Brothers films. They've had many different variants in terms of the slipcovers, but this is just another Shaw Brothers film from the director of One-Armed Swordsman and the Chinese Boxer, which I will talk about later. But this is one that's one of the more famous ones. He, I guess, collaborated with Jimmy Wang Yu, who is the main guy right here. He is also the director, is what it seems like on the bottom right here. It says starring and directed by. So I don't really know anything about this particular film, but anything Shaw Brothers I have been just completely immersed in lately. I haven't watched too many like lately, like in the last few weeks, but when me and Cult Flicks Fix did our Withering Watch Pal on Shaw Brothers, I watched like 5 Shaw Brothers in like 3 or 4 days, and it was absolutely wonderful. I am sold on Shaw Brothers. So that is One-Armed Boxer from 1980 something. I don't see it anyway when it came out. Maybe because I'm on camera and I'm trying to be fast with this. Okay, I can't find the year, but I'm assuming it's sometime in the 70s. So that is One-Armed Boxer. The next one is a trade of a Arrow video release. I traded Commando Ninja for this. So slipcover for a slipcover. This is the weirdly designed slipcover film from Arrow Video, Death Screams. I don't know anything about this. Technically, I got it free because it was from a trade. So I'm excited to check it out. It is 88 minutes, which is like perfect runtime in my opinion. But this is a movie I know next to nothing about. The way that this slipcover is designed is weird, and I like it, but I don't like the back of it. It looks very bare bones. It doesn't look like a Vinegar Syndrome. It doesn't look like a Arrow Video release. If the A wasn't on there and on the front, I would think that this was a Severin title. This looks very Severin looking. So this is a slasher is really all I know. I don't read the backs of these usually. I usually go off of word of mouth of people who I trust, or people who have, I guess, a non-biased view of these films. So I've heard pretty good things about this, and I want to check it out, and if I like it, I like it. If not, I'll just trade it. That's what I like about trades, is that there's a never-ending amount to trade. So this is Death Screams. Maybe the year is on this. I don't think so. I don't see it on the back, so can't give the year. 1983, we'll just say. This next one is another trade that I did. This is a Arrow Academy release. I don't recall exactly what I traded for this, but I think this was just the one that I traded for. This is One-Eyed Jacks. This is the same cinematographer as the guy who did oh, no, it's not. Okay, Marlon Brando stars and directs in this. Originally, Stanley Kubrick was involved somehow, and was going to be the only Western directed by Stanley Kubrick. That's what it says on the back here. This is a Western. Is it? Yes, directed by, okay, good. By Marlon Brando. I've been really into the Western genre lately, going through the Vengeance Trails collection, which you can see right here, right there you go. That's the Vengeance Trails. I loved that set. 2 of the movies I think were some of the best Westerns I've seen. I haven't seen many, but this one I'm curious about because it is Marlon Brando. He's very well acted, in my opinion, for Godfather 1. I mean, everyone knows him as the Don of the whole family. Or the Godfather, actually. But, seeing that Dennis Hopper was in this movie, I was very excited. And that's really all I needed to know. If I end up not liking it, that's okay. I was just curious about this. So this is One-Eyed Jacks, directed by Marlon Brando. And the year, maybe this one has the year on it. 1960. Wow. I thought it was like 70s, maybe. Okay. So that's a much earlier film than I thought it was. So now on to the... I guess... It's kind of all over the place. I did not organize the... I guess the haul, just kind of in order of when they came in. So this was a recent 4K by Scream Factory that I got. I did not own the Blu-ray. I am doing my best not to double dip on movies on the 4Ks that I already own Blu-rays for. So this is one that I did not have. It's a John Carpenter film. It's one I don't really have any opinions on. I thought it was just okay my first time I watched it. But seeing that there's a commentary track with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, who plays the very famous character Snake Plissken in this film, I want to revisit it and see what I think. And this is the film Escape from New York. I got it on 4K because what I love about Scream Factory, and this is what I really do not like about Arrow, is that Scream Factory actually packages the 4Ks with Blu-rays. So you can sort of future-proof your collection if you don't have a 4K player. And so that's what I love. Like, it's so much easier for me to buy the 4K of a movie, spending an extra $5 or whatever, $10 even, to get the 4K edition along with the Blu-ray. So that's sort of what my strategy is in regards to Scream Factory right now, is getting the 4Ks of stuff and holding off on releases. And that was something I was really, I guess, disappointed by, because I bought Funhouse and Life Force by Toby Hooper. And I just watched Funhouse recently, and I actually reviewed it on the Weathering Watchtower episode about the video nasties. And I love those movies, and I'm just like, dang, like right after I bought them, they got announced on 4K. And so I was very bummed about that. So I'm kind of slowing down on Scream Factory in general, just in case they do a 4K, because they've been doing a lot of upgrades lately. They're doing the Chucky Child's Play films, and I'm so excited for 1, 2, and 3 to be released. I hope they do the later ones, but for now, I guess I'll just have to settle with the first 3 films, even though I do kind of just want to get that Blu-ray collection. But enough about Scream Factory. Back to Escape from New York. I'm excited for this. I think it's the most boring action movie of all time because the action is not good in this film. And that's okay because the performances in this movie is one of my favorite. I love Snake Plissken. I really enjoy Lee Van Cleef in this one. I really like Donald Pleasance in this, how he starts off as, the president of the United States. And by the end of the movie, he is just completely reduced to a madman, just opening fire on people. And it's really funny and also a little bit depressing seeing that that could potentially happen. But this movie is one I need to revisit. I don't really have any feelings towards this, and for the longest time I thought They Live was exactly the same way as this one. It was just okay. I love the sequence in They Live where he puts on the glasses. Everybody loves it, but it was on the most recent rewatch when I had the audio commentary on, and John Carpenter was I think Roddy Piper was on the commentary track too, and they were kind of talking about the movie, and everything just clicked for me. So I'm hoping this clicks for me too, so I can continue to just have a big slew of John Carpenter movies that I can just have on rewatch over and over and over again. It's my favorite part about John Carpenter is his entire filmography as a whole, and how each movie uses kind of the same sort of aspects as the next one, at least in regards to his older ones. Ghosts of Mars is really bad. Vampires, I think, is a more competent movie, but it's still awful. I really do not like... I don't think he's Christian Slater, but he's one of those guys. He was in Videodrome. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. But I think he's the most uncool guy ever, and I don't know why John Carpenter cast him as this badass leather-wearing vampire hunter. It drives me crazy watching that movie. But, yeah, enough of John Carpenter. Scream Factory's Escape from New York 4K release. This next one is... Well, the next 2 are ones that I'm very, 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 very excited to revisit. These are some of my favorite recent horror films of all time, of I guess the last decade. I think people are much too critical of the second one because they don't realize that it's just a Star Trek episode. It's just like Gremlins 2, where it's going off and doing its own thing and kind of making fun of the original one. And so the movies I'm talking about, I'll just hold both of them up. It is the Happy Death Day 1 and a Happy Death Day to You. These movies are so well done, in my opinion. I think the script is very well written, is very structured. Everything pays off. Every single thing that is introduced is paid off later, is what I meant to say. And everything about the series is just it's like a comfy, warm blanket watching these movies. And I was not expecting the second one to be even better, because this one is all about them trying to break the Groundhog's Day, I guess, curse of her when she wakes up in the morning and she lives her day and she's killed. She wakes up the same day and has to kind of repeat everything that she has gone through. And she's trying to find out who the killer is on campus. And the second one is like, let's turn this into a Star Trek episode where they have to use wormholes and portals and all this weird sci-fi stuff to solve the mystery, and it is so amazing. I am so happy that they got new audio commentary tracks for both of these films, because now I really get to explore these movies even more. There's a lot I want to know about the behind the scenes, and it seems like the commentary tracks are the only new pieces for these releases, and I think that's worth it, in my opinion, for a pretty, I guess, high, whatever it's called, high caliber. I wouldn't say this is the highest quality release, because there is just one new release, a special feature, but in regards to how mainstream this movie is, and how well known it is, and how recent it is surprising that they got the rights to this. And one little complaint that I have about this release is that they don't come with slipcovers, like the 4Ks of the John Carpenter films. Basically every 4K they've done a slipcover for, and they didn't do it for these. And I've seen a lot of other people get these two films, and none of them have slipcovers either. And I got I didn't get like the super edition of these films that came with the pens and everything, but I did get the posters, and I did get the films, and that enough should warrant a slipcover, in my opinion. So a little disappointed by that, but I'll hand wave it, whatever. So this next movie is one I got from the Arrow sale from last month, if you remember. This is one that I guess everyone got, and it finally shipped out within the last few weeks. And I actually I posted pictures of it, but I found the packaging that had this in the box completely destroyed on my doorstep. Like, someone went up and stomped on it multiple times. And I was really pissed off, and thankfully there's not even a hint of damage on this. And it's one of my favorite J-horror films in a while. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, so I'm really excited to revisit this. This is Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Pulse. And of course it's open, because I wanted to check in. I could hear the disc rattling, but could find no scratches, thankfully. But this one's a really weird, maybe art house horror film, all about sort of the cursed videotape, except the ending to this one is completely insane, and it is crazy. I talked about the movie Dark Water recently on the channel. I think that's like 2 videos ago, the one before we did the Withering Watchpower episode. And Dark Water was also shot by Junichiro Hayashi, who was the cinematographer for Dark Water and the Ringu films, which the Ringu films are right there in that white slit box. So this has everybody ever. Kiyoshi Kurosawa has done many great films in the J-horror genre. I can't think of them off the top of my head, because it's been years since I've seen any of them, including Pulse. So I'm really excited to revisit this one and maybe understand what the heck that ending is, because I still don't know today. This next one, well, I guess these last 3 that I'm showing. Okay, for a second I thought this was DVD. I was about to freak out. These next 3 are ones that I got from OrbitDVD, the amazing company. I love them so much. One of them is a new release. The one I'm holding now is a limited or a non-limited edition, I believe, because it doesn't have the slipcover. And then I have a really old limited edition Shout Factory that I'm shocked they even found a copy of, and they had it for really cheap. But first is an 88 Films Shaw Brothers release. And this is also done by the same guy who did OneArmed Boxer. I mentioned it earlier. It is the Chinese Boxer. So Oh, did I say that? OneArmed Boxer. So Chinese boxer, same director, same main actor, Jimmy Wang Yu. I have not seen this either, but it is Shaw Brothers. So I'm really excited for this one. I'm just kind of looking at the names real quick, seeing if I recommend or recognize any of them. Jimmy Wang Yu's name pops up like 3 or 4 times. So he wrote and directed this film also. There's a lot of special features on this. I love the on the back they have like a snow landscape. So that's new. There's not many Shaw Brothers films that I have seen that have had snow settings. So really excited for this one. I'll make sure to watch this after OneArmed Boxer because it looks like that one was the first one to come out. So we'll see how it, I guess, evolves from one film to the next. This next one is the Scream Factory, not 4K, but Blu-ray limited edition that I am absolutely shocked that I found for pretty cheap from OrbitDVD. I think it was in the used section. I saw that they had posted this on their Instagram, and I immediately bought it because I haven't owned it yet. And I felt really bummed out missing out on the slipcover edition. And then they posted it. So this is a George Romero film. I am almost done collecting George Romero films. And this is one that he and Stephen King collaborated on the script. And this is one that I really enjoy. It has Leslie Nielsen, Adrienne Barbeau, who John Carpenter dated for a while. And she's a great actress in many different films. I just watched Two Evil Eyes the other night, which is a George Romero, Dario Argento collaboration. And she's great in that. She's great in The Fog. She's great in Lost, the TV show, which everyone pretends like the show went off the deep end, but I loved everything about Lost, and it is so much fun. I don't want answers to every single mystery. That's what's fun about watching the show. You can kind of just, I guess, make theories about what's going on, and it doesn't matter it doesn't really matter what the answer is because we'll never get it, and I'm okay with that. But either way, this is Creepshow, and it is sealed. I am shocked that there were still editions of this with the slipcover, with the booklet, sealed in the slipcover. I am so happy to find this, and it was for such a affordable price of like $20 or something, maybe $22. But I love Creepshow. I have seen it multiple times growing up. George Romero is a director who is one of my favorites. I love Martin. I love the Dead trilogy. I love Monkey Shines. That's really amazing. I love Creepshow. Night Riders, I have a big soft spot for. I haven't watched it since I took a George Romero film course back in college. I'm trying to think any other George Romero films that I like. The Crazies, I love that one. It's very, very depressing to watch nowadays after COVID because it's exactly the same thing. A lot of people are ignoring the threat. Basic bungles and stupidness going on that is preventing anything productive going on. But I'm so happy to have this. There are a lot of special features for this. There are like 3 audio commentaries on this release. There were just so many great features on this, and I've seen this movie enough that I can't wait to finally, I guess, get the scoop on what was going on behind the scenes. And I love the little cameo by, oh my god, what is his name? Of course, his name is not on the back of this. He played Martin in the film Martin. He is in this as the zombie in the graveyard. He comes out of the ground and goes for our main character, and that's the end of the that segment. This is an anthology film, if you don't know. It is absolutely wonderful. A great homage to the 1950s EC comics. If you know anything about those, that's where this art style came from. This is where all your sci-fi horror ideas came from back in the 50s. They are absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for this release. This is Creepshow by George Romero. Shockingly, I found a sealed copy with the slipcover. So this last one is one I got only because I have been meaning to get into this director's work for a very long time. I haven't seen his most favorite film, oh, not favorite, but his most famous film, not Climax, Irreversible. And I love Climax. Climax is a film by Gaspar Noé that is just pure insanity. I would be afraid to watch that movie on drugs. But this film sounds like it's exactly like Climax in that regard. And this is the new Arrow limited edition release called Enter the Void. I love the slipcover, or the slip box is what they call it. It is Region B. Thankfully, it's Blu-ray, so I don't need a 4K player for it. But I am Region free, so. Although I do hate how on the box they have the 18 on it. Hopefully that comes off from the L thing, but I have not seen Into the Void. I've been meaning to get into the works of Gaspar Noé, and this is one that I think will go exactly how I think it will be, which is amazing, terrifying, anxiety-ridden, but at the end of the day, amazing. And I loved Climax. That was one of my favorite new discoveries that I'd watched. That was his first film that I'd ever seen by Gaspar Noé. And this one, it looks like it's going to be very similar in regards to the psychedelic melodrama, which is what the director calls this film. So I can't wait. I am so excited for this. But this is the last release that I am showing here for this. This is, I guess, part 1 of a haul video, because my Vinegar Syndrome half-rated Black Friday sale is coming tomorrow in the mail, according to tracking. And there are over 40 movies that I got, if you include the subscriber package. I have over 40 movies coming from that, and I may do something special with that. We'll find out next week. I'm going to rate off on the Vinegar Syndrome one. Of course, I will do the May package video and get that out of the way so people can figure out if they want to get the May titles like Thriller, Miami Connection, and the other weird movies that are in that package. But the movies I got today are these. I'm going to try to lift it up without dropping it, but there they are. Into the Void, or Enter the Void, Creepshow, Chinese Boxer, Pulse, The Happy Death Day Films, Escape from New York, One-Eye Jack's Death Screens, and OneArmed Boxer. I cannot wait to dive into these. My watch pile has been going small. I'm almost done with them, actually. There's a few box sets and a lot of the Arrow films that I have left to watch from the sale, but this Vinegar Syndrome package is going to kill me. There's going to be so many movies, and I think I'm done buying films for quite a bit outside of pre-orders and catching up on Arrow Video Limiteds. But, wow, what a great haul. I can't wait for it. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and keep your eyes out for the Vinegar Syndrome haul. It's going to be a crazy one.